I'm here once again with Kim and Manu, and I'd like to talk about Manu's technology. He's got some of the longest range for long distance for boomerangs. He's got the world record, and also some of the fastest fast catch boomerangs. He's got numbers of them. People talk about them all the time. So tell me, how do you refine the different boomerangs for the different conditions?
I rather thought that people are talking about the fast catch of Adam Roof, but yeah, well, it was just a trial and error. There's actually no real science behind it. Of course, trial and error is some kind of science, but I would rather like to talk about the long distance ranks. There it was a great effort of Axel Heckner of Germany as well, and I just improved his design and did again with trial and error to get there at these 200 meters barrier, which was magic.
Let's not forget the MTAs, right? Because Manu has developed his own design in the MTAs that is being used by most people out on the field today. And me sharing a room in the dorm, I can tell you that the first night was quite eventful. Manu sold out of all his extra MTAs in a matter of a couple of hours, and he was taking orders on the first evening that we arrived at the site here, and he could have probably made hundreds more and sold them right on the spot. It was unbelievable. And he's the only one to have a mold for a left-handed MTA. So I thought I'd stress that out.
That's really amazing. How do you? So again, for MTA, is it trial and error mostly, or how did you come up with a completely different design?
Well, the design was actually not completely different. There was a Swedish guy who did this before in the 1990s, but I improved the airfoil of the MTA, like the thickness width ratio of the wing, etc., the tuning, everything. And I made it of pure carbon fiber, the shell of the MTA. And well, thanks to my experience with MTAs, that I could do that to make a mold which has to be perfect, not just almost perfect.
That's great. Yesterday wrapped up the individual competitions, and how do you feel about Frido's performance? You know, it was just an amazing first place performance, and I know you came very close. So.
Yeah, I first want to congratulate Frido. It was the best ever seen first place performance, I guess, with like 5 medals of 6 events. That's just unbelievable. He had just a perfect day. I didn't have. I also made some mistakes in trick catch, some stupid drops, but the rest was fine. I would not have bet the cent yesterday morning that I will get second after Frido.
So today are some more head-to-head competitions, more individual competitions. What do you plan to do today?
Oh, well, today I will take it rather easy, rather relax a little bit, make easy throws. It's a fun day here.
That's good. I mean, after 10 days of competition, it's nice that 6 days. But it's enough to.
He needs to save his arms for the long distance, right? We all expect Manu to have another exceptional performance there. So
well, we'll be looking forward to that.
We'll remind him not to throw too hard today.
Definitely. How did you get involved in the sport of boomerangs? You know, what brought you to it?
Well, that was just by chance. As a child, I saw a man throwing some kind of stick which returned, and I was just fascinated. There was no internet and nothing, so I received a book and tried to make my own boomerangs at once, and succeeded.
That's great. And then my last question: what makes boomerang so special? Or boomerang tournaments? Like, what do you feel makes this the best thing?
Well, let's make a comparison with tennis. I'm also a tennis player by leisure, but there as a beginner I could never play a match against Roger Federer. Here on our competitions, a beginner can come there and he will do his match or his tournament against Frido Frost, Jet Snuffer, against whoever he wants.
Yourself?
Yeah, as well.
Yeah, I think it was a very telling fact that for the first time the Germans were actually worried about us. I think we never came that close to first place, so we're very happy, very happy.
Yeah. On another note, I'm really curious as to how you can get involved in boomerangs. You know, how did you get involved in boomerangs, as well as how do other people get involved in the sport of boomerangs?
Well, I think now is more accessible than ever through the internet. You know, boomerang.tv. The ifba-online.org website that basically has all the information you need to contact your local throwers. And so basically the competition here is like a big family, and we're, you know, the spirit of camaraderie is prevalent. So don't be shy, just come out and try and get involved, basically.
Very nice round, guys. Here comes the tiebreaker in the exciting round. We're more than Manuel Shutz. Look at that. Forward ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, swing. One to left.
Hasta severo.
2008 head-to-head fast catch champion of the world.